two, one. How are you doing, everyone? This is Movie Man Behind the Scenes here, and today we're going to talk about Veterans Day. I'm doing this because it's a very, very special day honoring our veterans. It's a very, very special day and a very, very, very positive day as we remember our veterans who gave their lives on the front line. And in the Army, of course, my dad, who served in the Army, he's a veteran, of course. Um, yeah, I just want to say that I have returned from a long hiatus, but not to worry. The chairman of entertainment has returned, and I am back, ladies and gentlemen. I have not forgotten about you. You see, I'm a man of the people. The reason why I took a couple days off was because I wanted to think about some things. But to show you my good faith, I am not leaving you. And I'm not leaving the studio either because I am what I am. I collect movies, I collect books, I have keychains, I have a whole bunch of stuff. I live vicariously through books, music, my podcast. I listen to classical music to make my brain sharp. So without further ado, let's get started. See, these November movies are important to remember. I'm talking about the ones that are called Planes, Automobiles. This is about a guy who is stuck on Thanksgiving Day. He is stuck in Thanksgiving weather. And of course, he can't get a plane ride. So he has to, compromise something. He has to compromise. He has to be flexible and whatnot. One thing I'm going to talk about today is about it's November, it's almost Thanksgiving. It is a day when we spend time with our loved ones to show how we care about them and how we are so thankful that we are, spending time with them. And of course, my business partner, Elk, he didn't show up today. I don't know when he's going to show up today. I don't know when he's going to show up ever, but that's okay because I am substituting for him. That's what a good chairman does. I am a man of my word. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, when I say this, I am a man of my word. Now, to show my good faith, I'm going to say this. The reason why I'm talking about November movies is because there are some movies that are synonymous with Thanksgiving. I'm talking about Christmas in Connecticut. Well, it's not a Thanksgiving movie, but it talks about, it's a holiday movie. So it stars Sidney Greenstreet, it stars Peter Lorre, it has a whole bunch of cast members. I remember watching it a long time ago, but I'm a fan of noir films, but I'm a fan of the Thanksgiving movies. One's called Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Such a classic movie with Steve Martin and John Candy. The late John Candy, who passed away in 1994. Such a sad year when he passed away. His last movie was Canadian Bacon. And his other movie was something about a Western movie. I forget what it's called, but unfortunately he just passed away, so they got a stunt double to replace him, so yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, let's get started. Thinking about Thanksgiving, we are reminded about how we spend time with our loved ones, how we enjoy the nuances of Thanksgiving, how we enjoy our holidays, and how we are thankful for stuff like this. I am thankful because I grew up with an awesome family, and I grew up with a mother and father. And yes, that is actually very, very true. And of course, I grew up with some cousins, and that makes me very, very happy. And of course, 4th Four Brothers is actually it's a bit of a holiday movie, somewhat. It talks about Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatnot, so it's a little bit of things. It's a little bit of both, but it's a little violent movie, so I wouldn't watch it on holidays. I would watch the two movies I was talking about: Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and of course, Christmas in Connecticut. Those are the two movies that I highly recommend, ladies and gentlemen. And now, the reason why I'm talking about November is because it's Veterans Day. The day where we celebrate veterans on their prosperous journey back from the front lines. And of course, they are respected by all of us. A big shout out to Veterans Day. Because it's very, very important that, of course, that we celebrate this day, this national day, of course. It's very, very important. It's very, very awesome. Because in some restaurants, they do have a free breakfast for veterans. So that's really, really awesome. And veterans should take the time just to do it because it doesn't happen for very, very long. It some of them do it, some of them don't. I don't blame them. But yeah, they should really, really try it. It's good. Anyway, I just want to say, happy Veterans Day to those veterans out there who served their country and all that good stuff. Their bravery is so fantastic and so uplifting that it makes me happy that they survived, and it almost makes me shed a tear. That's okay. I'm not a person who likes to cry on podcasts, but if I have to, then so be it. I am a strong man, a tough man, but I also cry. So I had to get that out of my system. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I understand that this is a different podcast because I understand that you're used to seeing me and Alec in the studio, but unfortunately he didn't show up. So this is a little different. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, the movie that's coming out in theaters is called Thanksgiving. It's a horror movie. Like, what the heck is going on? It's like some director decided to make a Thanksgiving movie, but it turned out to be a horror movie. My opinion, just leave the Halloween movies where they are and make Thanksgiving movies a Thanksgiving movie. And don't make it into a horror movie because I honestly do not want to see it. Because who in the right mind who would actually make a Thanksgiving movie a horror movie? No, no, that's just offensive to me. That is offensive to me because Thanksgiving is a special holiday and not a horror movie, which is the reason why I'm so disappointed because it's in theaters or it's already made, of course. I'm not sure, but the director, with his creative talents, decided to make a movie that's noted with Thanksgiving and, of course, has a little bit of horror in there. So it is disappointing and disgusting. So I would not recommend that you movie fans would want to see it. Because I said before, it's disgraceful and it is not worth watching. But remember these words. Always watch Christmas in Connecticut. Always watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Because that is a classic movie. It is very, very, very funny. I would highly recommend that you watch it on Thanksgiving and on Thanksgiving Day. So without further ado, before I close this podcast, I'd like to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for bearing with me. I understand this is a different podcast. I know this is difficult, but thank you in advance for just watching this podcast. Thank you for participating. It makes me very, very happy. Soon things will pick up, very, very soon. But don't worry. I am in charge, so don't worry. But I'd like to remind you to keep on watching. This is Movie Man Behind the Scenes, also known as the Chairman of Entertainment, saying, have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe. Have a good Thanksgiving. God bless. And remember to keep on watching. Before I close this podcast, I'd like to say that we are available on Spotify and on YouTube and on the Apple Podcast. So take care and be sure to watch us on Spotify and YouTube, and we're available on the Apple Podcast. So take care. Bye. And remember to keep on watching. And remember, I need help with the views, so any other audience members that are watching this, please help me with the views. And of course, a shout out to the Double Toasted people out there doing the podcast. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'll send you the link. Take care. Have a wonderful holiday. God bless. And remember to keep on watching. And I did see the Echo trailer. It was so badass. I love that trailer. I'm so excited to see this new TV series on Disney Plus. I'm so excited that it's rated TVMA. It is fantastic. It is awesome. Be sure to watch it. And remember to keep on watching. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. I hope this podcast goes viral. Take care. God bless. Remember to keep on watching. Goodbye. Happy holidays.